Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for keeping it here on WCI3 this morning on this Sunday morning. A peek across the Skycam network of Central Illinois shows the same story. Cloudy skies and even some smudges there on a few lenses, which indicates, well, there are some snow showers out there across the area. At least a couple of very, very light flurries. We're going to take a look up to the north. I don't think there's any flurries over there in Bloomington, but we're seeing the strong wind kind of move the camera around a little bit, just kind of shake it every now and then. So we'll also be watching out for that across much of the area. In fact, that'll be a thing everyone's going to have to deal with today, whereas those light snow showers, maybe not as many people dealing with that. There comes that little thin line of rain/snow, kind of making that transition here for a couple of locations. So Livingston, Ford, Iroquois counties, you're starting to get on that action a little bit, maybe even a light band starting to head down I-55 out to the west as well. Temperatures right now into the mid-30s, which they will probably stay right about there throughout much of the day. But notice up to the north, 33 in Pontiac, 33 in Bloomington. That's where you're starting to see some of that frozen precip. Those strong wind gusts, 15 to 35 miles an hour. Mean it feels more like the low 20s here across a vast chunk of the area. So a cold, dreary, kind of December-like morning here for us for the entire area. Not going to warm up too much throughout the day, maybe a degree or two, and that's about it. Continue to see those light snow showers, but those wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles an hour. Then into the night tonight, that's when we start talking about snow that may be able to make a little bit more of an impact for a few locations. We'll dive into the details of that here more in just a moment. But a cold and windy night as lows drop down into the low 30s. And tomorrow, similar high temperatures despite getting a little bit of sun towards the end of the day, after dealing with a couple of light snow showers there into the morning hours. Let's walk you through Future Track and show you what's in store here for the rest of the day today. There's those light snow showers moving on in, lake effect snow across parts of northwest Indiana. We miss out on that during the day, so not likely to see anything pile up here during the actual daylight hours. But as we get into the night, beyond the midnight hour, watch up here in the northeast corner of the area. That's when that band of heavier snow starts to move on into the picture. And it does have a little bit of southward extent to it, but I think the moderate to heavy stuff is going to stay up there to the north. So likely kind of just a Ford/Iroquois County issue as far as any sort of a noticeable accumulation, or I should say accumulation that isn't more than just, a light dusting on the ground. Looking at this map, a lot of us fit into that white category where there might just be an isolated dusting here or there. You move farther north, maybe around an inch or so, but the Ford, Iroquois County area, maybe far north Vermilion County, 1 to 3 inches. And notice just the faintest bit of purple up there in northern Iroquois County where perhaps over 3 inches is possible, but that's not going to be an issue here for many of us across the area. What will be is the strong wind gusts over the next 48 hours and the cold temperatures as well. That means wind chills into the single digits tomorrow morning and perhaps into Tuesday morning as well. Here's check your 7-day forecast. Cold for now, but we warm up in a hurry. 60s by the end of the week. We'll be right back.